Y'all, grab your tea because the streets are talking. And baby, it's messy over in Braxton land. Word is, the producers of the Braxtons are about ready to throw in the towel because they cannot handle these sisters anymore. Production reportedly had to hit the brakes after yet another blow-up between Tamar and the rest of the family. And yes, I know Tamar swore she wasn't going to be part of the show, but Chile, she is knee-deep in the drama. Now speaking of reality TV mess, let's circle back to the Braxtons. Remember last year when I told y'all I was just a friend to the show? Well, surprise! I'm officially back because, baby, the drama is too crazy to ignore. Let me break it down for y'all. While cameras were rolling, Toni got so fed up she walked clean off set. And Trina? Baby, she's fuming. Why? Because Tamar went and brought their niece Ashlee onto the show. And Ashlee's not just sitting pretty. She's out here spilling all kinds of tea, including some dirty secrets about Trina's ex, Gabe. And y'all, as if that wasn't enough, the paychecks are causing even more tension. Tamar and Toni? Yeah, they're securing the biggest bags. 6 figures, baby. And you know that's only fueling the fire behind the scenes. Now, let's talk about season 2 because yes, the show has been renewed. The whole premise is supposed to be about the sisters reuniting, bonding, and planning Tawanda's wedding. Tawanda already said it's gonna be invite only, no +1s, and absolutely no cell phones. Sis wants her day to be sacred. But at this point, will they even make it to the wedding with cameras rolling? Because guess what? Production is on hold. Yep, shut down. The sisters went at it again, and surprise, surprise, Tamar's in the center. Word is Toni hit her breaking point, told producers she's done with the drama, and reminded everybody that before Tracy passed, they promised to stick together. But instead, it's just gotten uglier. And y'all, the shade runs deep. None of the sisters even showed up to support Tamar and Mama Evelyn at the premiere of their new cooking show. Not one, not even for Miss E. And baby, that's low. I get skipping out on Tamar, but Mama Evelyn? Whew, chile. Turns out there was a huge fight just 2 days before the event, and the sisters decided to sit this one out. And from what I'm hearing, a lot of this drama ties right back to Ashlee. Now y'all know, Tamar's been spiraling. For a minute, remember when she deactivated her socials after calling her whole family toxic? Yeah, that part. Meanwhile, Tawanda's out here posting cryptic messages like, "To everyone who's distanced themselves from me, kindly stay there." Baby, that's not shade. That's a whole eclipse. And if you remember season 1, Tawanda and Tamar were already hanging by a thread. There was that tense session with Spirit, the grief counselor, where Tamar basically dismissed Tawanda's feelings, cut her off mid-sentence and everything. Tamar swore she was always the one reaching out, while Tawanda made it clear she's focused on her own family, her man, and her kids. So now, that shady little post Tawanda dropped, yeah, it's adding fuel to the fire. But let me tell y'all where it really gets messy. Ashlee. Baby, this girl came in swinging. She's been loud about some serious accusations, including stuff about Trina's ex-husband, Gabe. Apparently, Ashlee claimed Gabe was on some wild stuff, cheating, being inappropriate, and there's even talk of some dark allegations that I won't repeat here because, baby, it's disturbing. Ashlee said one family member's partner made advances, and when she spoke up, her own people stayed silent. And while it wasn't clear at first who she meant, folks started guessing Tamar. But Tamar, she jumped out quick to clear her name, even offering to bring Ashlee on the show because she supports her niece. Eventually, Ashlee confirmed the real. Target was Gabe, Trina's ex. And y'all, it gets worse. Someone else came forward accusing Gabe of trying to hook up with their 17-year-old trans cousin, offering to fly them out and everything. When they tried to warn Trina, sis blocked them. Now, producers wanted to sit down between Trina and Ashlee to hash it out on camera, and Trina flat out refused. Said, "It's not my story to tell," and even threatened to walk off the show for good. And while all this chaos is brewing, Tamar and Toni are still cashing those fat 6-figure checks, not just for this show, but for other projects in the works. Meanwhile, the rest of the sisters are out here ready to combust. And y'all, even Mama Evelyn is stirring the pot now, finally speaking on Vince. She's out here saying the world saw him as this perfect man, but behind closed doors, he was something else entirely. And word on the street is, producers are now pushing to get Vince and Michael Sr. on camera too. Michael Sr. recently said he apologized to Miss E for his cheating ways from 30 years ago and doesn't know what else she wants from him. Because what's done is done. Meanwhile, Miss E's out here writing a whole book about the family drama. Some folks are even saying the real puppet master in this whole family feud might be Mama Evelyn herself. That the sisters are so busy fighting each other because they're too scared to call out their mom. And honestly, that ain't hard to believe. Dysfunctional families love to fight sideways. At this point, y'all, maybe it's time to call it quits. Because what it's giving right now is, we tolerate each other because we're blood. But if they weren't related, baby, they wouldn't even speak. Anyway, if season 2 does finish filming, it's going to be explosive. But let me ask y'all, what do you really think about Trina refusing to address Gabe's behavior? Is Tamar the problem? Or is it Mama Evelyn? Drop your thoughts in the comments because, baby, I need to know how y'all are feeling about this whole mess.